A storm of significant proportions looms ominously off the mid-Atlantic coast, promising a wet and windy weekend for the East Coast. Brace yourself, for Tropical Storm Ophelia is on her way. From her current position, she casts a long shadow over the Carolina coast, her swirling mass of clouds, rain, and wind growing in strength. Ophelia, with her maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, is a force to be reckoned with. Slowly but surely, she is organizing, strengthening, her deep convection consolidating on her north side. The forecast tells us to expect her arrival on Saturday morning, a rude awakening for the weekend. Her path is likely to take her inland over eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, leaving a trail of heavy rain and wind in her wake. As Ophelia draws near, the East Coast prepares for the inevitable clash between man and nature. With the impending arrival of Tropical Storm Ophelia, states along the East Coast are taking necessary precautions. The storm, brewing with sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, is expected to make landfall soon, and governments are not taking the threat lightly. Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin has declared a state of emergency, clearing the way for an expedited response and recovery effort. This proactive measure is a testament to the seriousness of the situation and the commitment to ensure the safety and well-being of the residents. In tandem with this, schools in coastal areas of North Carolina and Virginia have dismissed students early, prioritizing their safety over regular schedules. Weekend events across these states have also been canceled, a clear indication that public safety is the paramount concern, superseding any planned festivities. In preparation for the storm, the North Carolina ferry system has suspended several routes, a necessary precaution to safeguard against the storm's potential fury. The suspension of these routes is a testament to the potential severity of the storm and an important step in ensuring the safety of all who rely on these services. The State Emergency Response Team, a group dedicated to managing crises, is on an enhanced watch. Their heightened vigilance is a crucial part of the collective effort to mitigate the impact of the storm and ensure rapid response to any emergencies that may arise. In addition to these measures, residents are taking personal precautions. Stocking up on essential supplies, securing their homes, and staying informed about the storm's progress are just a few of the steps being taken. The collective response from both officials and residents speaks to the power of community in the face of adversity. As residents hunker down and officials stand ready, the East Coast awaits the arrival of Tropical Storm Ophelia. The storm may be formidable, but the preparations and precautions in place demonstrate a readiness to confront whatever Ophelia may bring. Tropical Storm Ophelia promises to bring more than just a drizzle, as heavy rain, storm surges, and windy conditions are forecasted for the weekend. This storm, with its maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, is a force to be reckoned with. But Ophelia's impact extends beyond its winds. The storm is expected to deliver a significant amount of rainfall, with some areas potentially getting drenched with up to 7 inches of water. This torrential downpour could lead to flooding, particularly in low-lying areas, and exacerbate the effects of the storm surge. Speaking of storm surges, the forecasted surges for Ophelia range between 3 and 5 feet. These surges, coupled with high tides, could result in considerable coastal flooding. Homes and businesses along the shorelines of eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia may bear the brunt of these surges, facing potential water damage and other related challenges. The expected movement of the storm's center is another crucial factor to consider. Ophelia's center is predicted to move inland over eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. This movement could bring the storm's intense conditions further inland, affecting not only coastal communities, but also those situated further from the shore. This includes the potential for power outages, downed trees, and disrupted transportation. It's also worth noting that Ophelia is the 16th named storm of the season, indicating an above-average Atlantic hurricane season. This has been largely due to record Atlantic surface temperatures, which can fuel the development and intensification of storms like Ophelia. It's a stark reminder of the changes our planet is undergoing and the potential for increased storm activity in the future. As we brace for the impact of Tropical Storm Ophelia, we are reminded once again of the overwhelming power of nature. Our thoughts are with those in the path of the storm, and we hope for their safety and resilience in the face of this impending weather event. The storm will pass, as all storms do, but the impact of Tropical Storm Ophelia will be felt long after the skies clear. The heavy downpours and powerful gusts will undoubtedly leave their mark, with potential flooding and damage from the wind and storm surges. Coastal areas may experience surges between 3 and 5 feet, leading to significant water damage. Further inland, the deluge of rainfall, reaching up to 7 inches in some areas, may result in substantial flooding. Infrastructure, homes, and natural habitats are all vulnerable to this storm's wrath. Yet, in the wake of Ophelia, the East Coast will rise. The spirit of resilience will shine through as communities unite to rebuild and recover. In the face of Tropical Storm Ophelia, the East Coast stands resilient, ready to weather the storm and its aftermath.